They're dropping like flies in Denver. They got flies flying around the pony's booty hole, and they are dropping. They are dropping like flies. Tim Patrick and a KJ Hamler, both wide receivers for the Denver Broncos, were lost on the same day. As we talked about, Tim Patrick tore his Achilles, and KJ Hamler was put on the PUP list, and they are not expected to return for this following season. So we got to ask the question, as the Denver Broncos are dropping like flies here, if the Denver Broncos cannot replace those two wide receivers this season, then what? Well, you guys, have you ever heard of Tim Patrick before? I mean, like, if you are a Denver Broncos fans, I'm sure you've heard of Tim Patrick, right? I mean, he did sign a pretty good deal this offseason, but his projected stats for the 2023, guess how many yards he was projected to get this season? 600 total yards. Not 600 yards in a quarter, not 600 yards in a half of a season, 600 yards for the whole entire season. That's nothing to like, oh man, we lost 600 yards per 600 yards of production. KJ Hamler, guys, you know him? I certainly do not, and I've been trolling the Broncos pages a lot lately. KJ Hamlin was projected to get only 83 yards. Not in a game, not in a season, or not a half a season, but the whole season. 83 total projected yards for the 2023 NFL season. And despite of losing those potential 700 yards of offense, they did sign Nick Williams. Guys, Nick Williams hasn't played since 2018. He was only projected to get he only has 300 yards for his whole career. He has not stepped foot on an NFL field in a game since 2018 when he caught 2 passes for 17 yards in the LA Rams. So if the Broncos cannot replace them, then really no sweat off the bat. The Denver Broncos, I'm not too worried about your receiver core right now. You still have Jerry Jeudy. Very underrated. That's going to perform great this season, I think. Coming from a Chiefs fan, I think Jerry Jeudy is going to blow up. You still have Cortland Sutton. Look out for him, baby. You guys signed Marvin Mims this offseason. And you do have Russell Wilson still. Let the man cook. And if Russell isn't, not cooking, burning the water, you got Ben DiNucci. Let the 6'12" man himself play. Mr. XFL, Mr. X Dallas Cowboys, let Ben DiNucci cook as well. But most importantly...
Whoa. We're letting Jarrett Stidham cook before we let DiNucci cook.
No, we're not. Ben DiNucci, Ben DiCucci, as we like to call him over here on the Man Hour, is better than Jarrett Stidham. You get your Patriots fandom out of here. But if the Broncos cannot replace Tim Patrick or KJ Hamler, there's no sweat off their back. Yes, injuries suck, but at the